How are you getting on, people? Luke here from LAGFX. I'm back today with another Learn to Trade video. In today's video, we are going to go over your head and shoulders and inverse head and shoulders patterns. As you guys know, I'm currently going through a mini series within this Learn to Trade playlist, just highlighting the most common and most effective patterns that the Forex markets produce and how we can look to tackle them and trade alongside these patterns being created. So the first pattern we went over was the double tops and double bottoms. The reason being is because these are the most commonly used patterns out there. They're the most effective and probably the most reliable. The next most popular, the next most commonly used pattern, I believe, is the head and shoulders and your inverse head and shoulders. So that's what we're going to go through today. So what I'm going to do is take you through some of the basic laws and concepts and the things that this pattern will produce in order to give us the confirmation that it is a valid head and shoulders pattern. Once we've done that, I'm going to show you how the traditional way of trading this pattern is done and then how I like to trade it. And then once we've gone through that, I'm then going to take you over to live markets, show you a valid head and shoulders pattern and how I would have looked to have executed a position on that market there and then. Now, if you do go on to enjoy the video and you do learn from this, don't forget to leave this video a like. I always say this, but all the support you guys provide is very much appreciated. If you have any feedback, don't forget to leave it in the comments below. And if there's a pattern specific that you want to see or you want me to go over in greater detail, by all means, leave that in the comments as well, and I'll make sure to get a video done on that. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight into today's video. So on screen, evidently, we can see a head and shoulders pattern. Now, what makes this head and shoulders pattern valid? Well, if we just get my brush tool here, we can see that we have one peak, two peaks, and three peaks. Now, you'll notice that it is in the shape of a head and shoulders. So your middle peak is clearly your head, your left peak is your left shoulder, and the right peak is the right shoulder or the second shoulder within this formation. Now, the good thing with the head and shoulders pattern is it coincides perfectly with your structural laws. So when we look to trade this, we can obviously look at it as if it was a pattern, but also that it coincides with the structural laws that the markets produce. So your bearish structure and your bullish structure. So evidently we can see that price is moving in a bullish manner. It is producing us with higher highs and higher lows. Then what we are presented with is a lower high and then a break in the previous structural low, creating a lower low. So this is confirmation that price is ready to reverse because one, we've had a lower low created and we've had a lower high created. Now in bullish structure, that ceases to exist. We have higher highs and higher lows. That is what bullish structure is. In bearish structure, we have lower lows and lower highs. So the fact that we are seeing bearish structure being introduced into the market, that is suggestion that the bears are actually taking over and they're ready to reverse the market. So not only does it coincide with the structural laws, but it also gives us a clear pattern and a clear shape that we can work with. Now, just a few things to be mindful of when we trade these patterns is your head and shoulders pattern is usually found at the end of an uptrend, as it suggests the new move to go lower. Your inverse head and shoulders is obviously the opposite, so it is usually found after a downtrend, so after a bearish move, suggesting that price is ready to go bullish. So with that being said, your head and shoulders pattern is a bearish reversal and your inverse head and shoulders is a bullish reversal pattern. So before we move over and show you how to actually execute positions when this pattern has been created, I just want to show you that here within this box, we have bullish structure. Evidently, it's producing us with higher highs and higher lows. And then from that point onwards, once this higher low was created, we then start to see bearish structure being introduced into the market. Say this was actually our point of reversal where price is now looking to go bearish and reverse this market entirely. Okay, so going over to how we would look to execute a position. Well, traditionally, people would look to execute their position once they see a break in this neckline here. So a break in this low. That way we are following the laws of structure. So as soon as we see this structural low break, that is obviously the suggestion that price is going to reverse moving forward. So people would usually set pending orders at this point here. So we just create a line. They'd usually set their pending order just below this point. They would have their stop loss above the previous structural high, as that is seen as protected. And then they'd have their take profit set at the same length that the head and the neckline is in distance. So if we just get this here, we measure from the neckline to our head, that's 330 pips. So they'd set their take profit at 330 pips. Now you'll notice that this doesn't offer us with a brilliant risk to reward return, because this is obviously a less refined way of trading. What we can expect and anticipate is after we've had a break of structure and we've had the confirmation that price is now ready to reverse, we are going to see some kind of pullback, some kind of corrective wave that is going to be introduced in order to continue pushing this price lower. So we are going to see our position go into a slight drawdown before it goes into profit. Now, price could evidently come up just as high as this peak here before it then goes on to continue bearish. So again, like with our double top and double bottom patterns, it can introduce that psychological impact and can introduce emotional trades to be placed and impulsive decisions to be made. So I like to try and alleviate that as much as possible, and I look for those refined entries where I know that there's a very low risk that my position is going to go in any kind of drawdown at all. So yes, we can trade like this. There's nothing wrong with it. This is the traditional way of trading this pattern here, but I like to do things in a more refined way that generates me with a better risk to reward return as well as a safer position. So now on screen, what you'll see is a more refined entry. This is how I would look to execute a position on this pattern. I believe this is a much better way of trading because, for one, we are getting a better risk to reward return, which is enabling us to increase our returns on the trade, but also it is a much safer way of trading. So what I would do is wait for the break in this neckline, because that is suggesting the reversal in the current trend, price to go bearish. Then I would wait for a pullback, a valid pullback into a specific zone area that I believe price would then instigate its next impulsive wave, taking us lower. So what we can do in order to find an area or find a zone that price is going to pull back to is actually mark A to B with our Fibonacci retracement tool. This will then generate us with our Fibonacci ratios, so the 61.8, the 50 and the 38.2. This gives us an area and some zones that we can look for price to reverse from. And as you can see just from this example, price taps perfectly into the 50 ratio. So once we see that rejection from this zone, we have fractal breaks of structure. We can then look to actually execute those positions, putting our stop loss just above the structural high that has been created, and then have our take profit at a swing low. Now you'll notice the take profit is the same length as the previous take profit, but it's given us a much better risk to reward return. We've got a 1 to 6 here. If you're risking 2% of your equity, you're looking at nearly 13% returns from one position. Now this has been done just by refining our entry and actually waiting for a safer place to enter in the markets. Now, if you're looking for other ways of refining your entry and finding these zones where price may tap into before reversing, I will throw up a video on screen now that James has done previous that you can go and watch. This is going to enable you to find specific areas and zones in the market that offer the reversal power. So just as an example here, let's say that I found a last buy to sell candle that held enough supply in the markets to create its next impulsive wave lower. We would look for price to tap into this. Again, once we have the confirmation that price is ready to take its next impulse down, that is when we look to execute. And again, we place our stop loss just above this zone here. So now that I've gone through the traditional way of trading this pattern, as well as the more refined way, which us at LAGFX like to trade, what I'm going to do now is go over to live markets, show you a live example, and show you exactly where I would have executed my position and the reason why I would have executed my position where I did. Okay, so on screen now we have a perfect head and shoulders pattern. Now it may not look perfect, but they don't ever look perfect. what we have got is the principles of a head and shoulders pattern. So we have our two shoulders and we have our head in the middle. What I'll do now is just get a brush just to show you guys. So we have our first shoulder here, we have our head, and then we have our second shoulder that has been produced here. You'll notice, like I did with the diagrams that I drew out, you'll notice that from this point, price has been bullish and has produced us with a bullish structure continuously, with higher highs being created as well as higher lows. And then from that point, we have then started to see bearish structure being produced in the market. We have seen lower highs being produced as well as lower lows. With the diagrams that I drew out earlier, we have the exact same scenario. Bullish structure on the left, bearish structure being introduced here on the right hand side, suggesting that a reversal is inbound. Now, just to help it stand out a little bit more for you, I'm just going to draw this out now. So as you can see, we have a clear head and shoulders pattern. Now, if we are going the traditional route with our position and we are placing a position based on the traditional way of trading these patterns, then we would look for a break in this neckline. So as soon as we had that break, we would look to have executed our positions somewhere around here. We'd have our stop loss just above this peak here, and then we would have our take profit set the same distance from the head all the way down to the neckline, so 441 pips, okay? So as you can see, we've got a 1 to 1.2 risk to reward return. Now, if we go to the way I would trade this market, again, we would see the neckline has been created. We've seen a break in that. What I would then do is I would go down time frames and find an area that has been left unmitigated, or find a zone or area that has been produced using the Fibonacci retracement tool. So if we use the Fibonacci retracement tool, for example, let's mark the start of the impulse being here to the end of the impulse being here. This has given us some areas and some zones to work with, okay? So we could look to highlight these Fibonacci retracement zones and look for price to come into this area, produce us with the confirmation that we need in order to place those positions. Alternatively, we can look at last buy to sell candles that are holding some kind of relevance where we could predict that price is going to tap into before taking that move lower. I found some last buy to sells here. Perfect, and we can see that price has just tapped into this actually. So what I would do is I would place my position here after we've seen a fractal break of structure there. So I would place my position here with my stop loss set above this point, and then let's have our take profit set at the same point as our previous or traditional way of traders. So as we can see, we have a much better risk to reward return. We've got a 1 to 5.8. So we've got nearly 12% returns there if we're risking 2% of our equity. Let's see how this trade plays out. So as we can see, new structure is being produced and set into this market. It is creating us with continued bearishness. We've seen a slight drawdown in our refined entry as well as our original entry. Price is continuing to play out exactly how I want it. We earn a good amount of profit at the moment. Now, with the traditional way of trading, people probably wouldn't even want to take partials, or maybe would take partials halfway through. That's not going to generate them with very much profit. Whereas I could look to take a partial here, where price is currently at. That would confirm maybe 2, 3, 4% already on the trade. We can see that take profit has been achieved with both positions. So both positions are obviously valid and work. They can generate us with good returns on the trade. But the way I like to do things and the way that I like to place these positions offers us a more refined entry and gives us a much safer way of trading these markets. Now, I hope this example made sense. I hope you were able to see where and why I entered into this market. What I've done in this video is giving you the key components to finding these patterns. So looking at your head and shoulders, finding those valid points, looking at price in the market in a structural standpoint. And then once we are seeing breaks in structure and we are seeing price looking to reverse, we are then wanting to find a pullback or a correctional wave to take place like we have done here, to give us that refined entry, to give us a better entry in the market, where we can then look to place those sell or buy positions depending on the direction of the market, and then placing those positions and executing those trades. If you are still struggling to understand the key components and concepts of head and shoulders patterns or inverse head and shoulders patterns, just drop a comment below, or alternatively join our Learning Lounge group chat, message me or James, and we'll be more than happy to go over this pattern with you in a one-to-one Zoom call. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next Learn to Trade video.